Hello, everybody.
What's up? Good morning, everyone.
It went fluid today with the technology, Nicole. I'm pumped.
Shout out to Kyson over in IT.
I know,
out
right?
though. Like, he's the real OG.
Yeah. So if you joined last week on the show, the program that we use upgraded their software.
And they literally updated it between last Monday and Tuesday. So that was extra fun.
It's been enjoyable.
Morning, Debbie, Heath. Yeah, everyone stay safe. Fog looks like it's here to stay. Josie.
Worst fog I've ever driven in.
It's awful.
The worst. I don't know how many viewers we have. I'm not seeing it. So
the new software doesn't tell us in software how many people. So I have a second tab open. So if I'm looking off to one side, just roll with it, guys. Well, we only have 5 people tuning in, but we value all 5. So make sure you guys are sharing so more people are seeing. We have some really cool. I got in touch with a bunch of our other departments that we haven't had updates from for a while. So we've got a bunch of department updates across the city, and some other fun stuff to share with you guys.
Perfect. All right. Are we ready to get started?
Yeah, let's get started.
Let's do it. All right. Let me work this technology here. Here we go. There we go.
Hello. Enjoy the beautiful picture out at one of our beautiful parks here of Sunset.
All right. Well, we talk about research. Oh, did I jump in? Did you want that slide?
You can do it.
I stole it from you. So each week we talk about resources. So when we are not live and on the air on social media, you have a place that you can go visit to get information for the latest and greatest. Of course, the mothership, the host of everything, our city website, weatherfordtx.gov. You can get information about upcoming agendas for all of our boards and commissions, including city council as well, and utility board. You can actually watch the meetings live. on our website. You can also go back and watch the meetings if you missed the live broadcast. They are archived on there for you as well. We will be live tonight for City Council. We have our tourism website, experienceweatherford.com. We have some exciting things coming up, probably in March timeframe for Experience Weatherford. So we're excited about that. But if you're not familiar, that is our tourism website where you can go and look up all of the upcoming events happening across the community. You can look at our business listing to see all of the businesses that we have in Weatherford. So it's a really great resource. You can book hotel rooms. It's just a really fun website and a great brand. We have our economic development website, which is chooseweatherford.com. That's mainly for developers and those businesses looking to locate or relocate to Weatherford. And then last but not least, we have heritagesquareweatherford.com regarding our downtown project, or that bypass project. Of course, we're on all major platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Nextdoor as well.
Sweet. So Blake talked about our awesome catch-all website, which is a website you guys all need to be familiar with. But we have a mobile-friendly version where you can actually take that app with you, and that is called My Weatherford, guys. It's free on Google Play, and it's free on the App Store, so why not check it out? You can pay your utilities, you can check for pets that are up for adoption, you can, there's just so many things you can do. You can watch the live stream of our meetings, check out city ordinances, the list goes on and on, GIS mapping, which is our interactive web mapping. Best thing you could do, guys, is download this app and check it out.
Yeah, it's a great resource, convenient resource, free. So I like free, Nicole.
Me too.
It's awesome.
And if it's there, you guys might as well use what we have time and money invested in to help all of our residents and businesses out.
Exactly. Okay, so talking about City Council, I mentioned it a couple slides back. We do have a City Council meeting tonight. We will live stream that right here on our Facebook page for your convenience. We will also be on channel 190 if you're a cable customer. Specifically Charter Spectrum is that channel 190. So that is our City Council there before you in the picture, and they will be live tonight discussing city business. So tune in, or if you feel like getting out, come down to City Hall. I'll be here. Nicole, are you going to be around tonight?
I will be here tonight, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So we'll both be around. Come say hey to us. We'd love to have you.
Sweet. So Experience Weatherford, we also have a mobile app there for you guys, and this is really cool. So if someone's coming in from out of town, they can book their stay on the app. They can check out local restaurants on the app, events going on. You can plan an itinerary. You can do our walking tour. So it's pretty cool. So not only can you add things to your itinerary, you can actually follow your itinerary as you're walking around, and it'll actually map you if you map from the hotel you're staying at or someone's house to a restaurant or event you want to go to, it will actually give you directions as far as turn by turn. It doesn't talk out to you, but it will give you those steps on turn left on Lee, turn right on this street. Like, it'll actually walk you from event to event, location to location.
All right, board vacancies. So you can always learn about our board and commission vacancies by going to weatherfordtx.gov/boards, and you can apply to serve on those boards or commissions. And the cool thing about serving on those boards and commissions is, one, it allows you to get involved in the community and make really important decisions for the community. And number two, a lot of our council members served on boards and commissions before they became council members. So it leads to other opportunities to where you can do more if you have the time to provide your service to the community and to Weatherford as a whole. I'm not aware. What vacancies do we have right now, Nicole?
Off the top of my head, I can't tell. I know we have a planning and zoning commission that was effective it was available for people to apply for starting on December 31st. But you can always check. That's always changing. People are always coming off the board. People are always going on. We're kind of working on a long-term video project to kind of explain the board to people. But I will say that, like, the Planning and Zoning Commission is a 3-year commitment. And for all of our board positions, you do have to be a city resident, and you do have to be a registered voter, which you should be utilizing anything you can as a resident, and you should be a registered voter anyway. But all of the application and any information, so like the term requirements vary board to board. So any of that information, I think they might all be 3-year terms, but just to double check, all of the requirements, how many meetings you have to go to, all of those other things are on weatherfordtx.gov/boards. And honestly, I've talked to a few of our board members as I've been working on this board project as we're going along with it, and most of them are not retired, so you don't have to be retired. You could be young, you can be married with kids. There's no requirement as far as that, and a lot of people on our boards have full-time jobs and are involved in other nonprofits or other things going on in the city. So it's a doable thing. So I really want to see people get involved, have their voice heard, take initiative, check out all of our board vacancies.
And I'm looking at the agenda right now for tonight, Nicole, and it looks like on item 7D, this is going to be under consent agenda items. Under 7D, the council will consider the appointment of Dr. Joshua Tarbay to the Planning and Zoning Commission. So that position, it looks like, is going to be filled, pending council approval if they vote in favor of that. So that'll be on item 7D under consent agenda tonight. Awesome.
Sweet. So this is the police update. Shout out to Chief Arnold for sending me this. But these are some of our stats from 2019. So it's just the annual stats from, like I said, 2019. So our total property crime trend actually was well below like our 3-year average, minus in July, as you'll see in the graph. But the same is true for our Part 1 crimes, which Part 1 is the 8 most serious offenses that is determined by the FBI. And then our total vehicle accidents trended about the same as our 3-year average. We did end up with about 100 less crashes overall for that year, which is a 3.5% decrease. So check out all the safe driving that's going on in Weatherford. And our total traffic stops did continue to trend well above our 3-year average. And that was a percent increase over the previous year, which is 2018, of about 18%. And then going to citizens calls for service, which is a CFS, it stayed below the average, but our officer initiated activity, which is not counting traffic stops, finished well above the average. So we know that our police are out there doing what they can to help keep us safe. And then the citizens call for service decreased 9.5% overall last year, and the overall officer initiated activity increased 5.5%, even though we were down patrol officers for half of last year. So we had less patrol officers, but we were still able to increase the activity and what they were able to take care of in our city.
So water department updates, North Main Street project. We've been getting a lot of feedback from the public, from you all, regarding what's going on that North Main Street project. So I'm going to jump basically to the last bullet point on your screen, or the third bullet point. So due to the colder temperatures, TxDOT, now remember, we put in some wastewater and new water lines. And so a lot of people are frustrated at the condition of the roadway right now because of that construction. But keep in mind, we work with TxDOT. That is a TxDOT roadway. And so TxDOT, because they're experts at what they do, because of the colder temperatures, they're delaying the repaving of North Main until February or March. So we've read a lot of comments out there. Some of those that, I appreciate the passion, but some of those that I look at and come on, Weatherford, get it together. What are you doing? So we know what we're doing on North Main. It's just sometimes you can't do things as quickly as you'd like because of weather conditions and other types of variables that come into play. So it will be done. Be patient with us. Things do take time, and we appreciate you all understanding the situation on that. So we're working with TxDOT. We're fully aware that the road is not in the best condition, and we'll get that fixed hopefully February or March, pending that the temperature works with us as well. Bowie Street Waterline Project. The contractor is installing a 12-inch water line in Bowie Street to replace an existing 6-inch water line. The contractor will close a short section of the northbound lanes of Bowie Street. That'll be on Tuesday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. to work on that water line. Northbound traffic lane will be shifted to the turning lane. So if you're traveling or commuting in that area, be aware. And then on South Main Street, maintenance crews, they'll be replacing 2 water services in the 800 block of South Main Street. So although the work's outside of the paving, the southbound outside lane will be closed for worker safety. And they actually had that shut down yesterday when I drove through.
Mhm.
It really didn't delay my commute that much as I was headed down to go to the gym. So it only took me about, it delayed me about 5 minutes. That's about it. Not bad. Can't complain over 5 minutes. Now
No.
this morning with the fog.
But that's not our kangaroo's fault. That is totally Mother Nature.
No, I'm saying that like the natural occurrences such as fog delayed my commute more than like actual. I would have much rather gone through a construction zone this morning because nobody could see, so it just took forever to get to work. So my rant is over about the fog. I'm gonna lay it to rest.
So now we have fire department updates. So the first slide, I'm going to have a bunch of information and then I'll have a picture referring back. So on the right-hand side of your screen, you guys can see Mike Rudd. He was promoted to lieutenant. We will post about it. Fire department will also post about it when he has his pinning ceremony to make it officially official, but he has been promoted. Also, they are conducting panel interviews. It's actually in the same building as us right now happening for our entry-level firefighters this week. So it's another step. So I know a few weeks ago, we talked about how I went out and watched their training course. So this is the next phase. So everyone who passed the training course, now they're in the next phase of hiring. So we're kind of excited to see some new firefighters come on board. And then we have been working as a liaison. Shout out to Captain Marciniak, who is downstairs right now, with Lubbock Fire Department. So if you guys don't know, Lubbock lost one police officer and one firefighter on Saturday morning. They were on site on an icy wreck when a vehicle crossed the median and crashed into them, killing both of them. So we've been working as a liaison to help make sure that they have enough honor guard members so that way their members of their community can fully participate in the funerals and services in any way they can, and so we can help honor them. And that was just after 8:30 on Saturday, if you guys didn't hear about that, on Interstate 27. So what that means is if you were anywhere near two of our bridges in town on yesterday or on Sunday, we worked with Willow Park firefighters to display a flag, which, Blake, will you hop forward one slide for a second? Between the two ladder trucks. So that's a picture from Sunday, to just pay homage as they were going to the Tarrant County Medical Examiner. And we will continue to work with them to make sure that they have everything covered that they can. We feel the loss anytime any other city feels the loss of first responders or any employees, really. So just wanted to kind of update you guys because I know we got some questions as to what was going on and what that was for. So that's what that was in reference to. Then hopping back a slide again, they were doing a station study yesterday, which was done through a vendor to test all of the ladders and aerial devices to make sure they're still being able to withhold all of the weight and everything. So that was kind of cool to watch. Next time that we do that testing, I'll try to get some video and pictures for everyone. It's just kind of a last second thing. And tonight at the work session, and I didn't change tomorrow to tonight, so that's my bad, but the station study will be presented by ESCI to City Council during their work session. So let you guys know that they are making sure that we are functioning at the most efficient that we can and that everyone is safe and that we're ready for any circumstance that we can be ready for.
Perfect. Seems like I was going to mention something else. Oh, in April, we have to mention this, Nicole.
Yes, but I don't have the slide or pictures.
No. Nicole and I, along with other people at the city, are going to. Here, let me. No, you can see us. Hello. So
Hi.
we are going to participate in one of the trainings that the firefighters have to do each year, and so we are getting prepared for that, and that will be in April, and we'll give you all the updates on how that goes after it occurs.
I'll see if we can have someone else come out and take pictures and video for us. Yeah. Since you and I will be participating, and there's no way Shaky Nicole's going to take good video. But I think I know someone I can ask to come out.
I think we're going to set the bar because it's all.
I'm excited. So to explain a little bit further, when I was out there and they were doing the candidate testing, the candidates are held up against a standard that is done when our firefighters do their annual exam. So they just have to be above what our, I don't want to say slowest, but when our guys do their annual exam, they're basically ranked, and it's a competition thing within house. It doesn't mean anyone's let go or anything, but the candidates have to equal our least fit firefighter who does the annual exam. So when I was there doing the candidate testing, they challenged me and I told them, okay, well, let me see. And then they extended the challenge to Blake and one of our assistant city manager and our city manager.
I have to stop you right there because they were talking smack about me, weren't they, Nicole?
Like, I neither confirmed nor denied on camera. Why would you put me on that?
No. So to the fire department, bring it on. I am getting ready. It's going to be awesome. And I heard all about the smack talk. I did.
So to the fire department, I just hope I'm able to complete it and not fail because there's a lot of ways you can fail the test.
I've got a chip
running
on my
when you're not supposed
I'm hurt.
to. Yeah, he does. He'll be fine. So they challenged us. So then when we were talking to our city manager and assistant city manager, they brought up the fact that the guys also do a rowing test and not just the course. So we decided to take it a step further. So they challenged us to do the course. We wanted to do the entire test. So we are actually going to do their 2,000-meter row and their course. So
wait, time out. Wait, we're doing the row too?
We are doing the row too. James said we should do the row. We're going to do the row.
I might have spoke too soon. I might be in trouble now.
That's why I said I just want to complete it and not fail.
I'm thrown for a loop live on Facebook. So, I didn't know we were doing the row. Oh my god.
That's on you.
What'd you get me into, Nicole?
And that you fully agreed to this. You were so ready to take it on.
I did agree to
but we'll be doing that like second or third week in April. So we'll try to keep you guys updated. I'm really excited. I just want to see if I can even pass the test. Whether pass or fail, they're gonna let us finish the whole course and test, and then they'll let us go at the end. So like I just want to be able to pass. I don't even care if I'm anywhere near like our slowest fireman's pace. I just want to like pass the test.
You'll pass.
I'd like to be above that, but
see, I did the course. I did this test 5 years ago.
Famous last words.
Do what? What'd you say?
He said famous last words.
Whatever. I don't like you right now, Heath.
You guys are best friends. It's fine. You did do the course a while back. However, they used to give you a number rating. Now it's just pass or fail. So you either complete the rowing measures your VO2 max. So it factors in age, gender, weight. All of that goes in your time, and then it'll give you a VO2 max number. So that number decides whether you pass or fail.
Got it.
So then the other half of the test is also pass or fail. However, if you complete the VO2 max and you score below a certain number, you get like incentive points. So it helps with your ranking.
Okay. So when I'm done,
you really need to work on that.
So when I'm done, I'll be like a captain?
I don't think that's how that works. I'm pretty sure it's just where you fall on the ranking among all the other guys.
I got a little too excited. Okay. Let's get back
we're kind of excited about that. So we're going to call that, Are You Fitter Than a Firefighter? So you guys be excited. We'll keep you guys updated on that as we go.
All right. We digress.
So next slide too.
All right. Brush collection. So this week, quadrant 2. If you were in quadrant 2, you are due for brush collection. Make sure you put that out on the curb. And then next week, quadrant 3, south of Palo Pinto Street, west of South Main to the city limit line. Make sure that you're aware of that for next week if you are in quadrant 3.
Sweet. So TPW, which is Transportation and Public Works updates. So the intersection of Wesley and Lamar is closed. The street intersection at least is for intersection improvement. This project should be completed within 2 to 3 weeks, weather permitting. If you look on the image on the right-hand side of your screen, that is the drawing. So we will have sloped medians. So it's not like the green median on the left-hand side will be greenery and flowers and things. And then the red one will be the sloped median, kind of like what you see at like roundabouts or the soft curve to slow people down. But if someone drives over it, please don't drive over it, side note. But if someone drives over it, it's not going to totally tear up their tire or whatnot. But what we saw through traffic studies is people are blowing through those side streets. And actually that first house on the corner, like, she's told me about how many near accidents they've had, and the house next to her is a 100-year-old woman who lives in that house. She's lived there forever, and people blow down that street. So this is us trying to slow it down, make it safer for the residents in the area. You also shouldn't be going above the speed limit in this zone, especially since down the street from here is Cherry Park Pool and Cherry Park. So we're trying to help with that out. And then over in the 600 block of Oliver Street, it is closed to through traffic. The section of road is being fully rehabbed with concrete curb and gutter and then some new asphalt pavement. And then over at East Ackard Street from South Main to Sloan Street will be completely rehabbed with concrete curb, gutter, and new asphalt pavements. Sloan Street between Eureka and Josephine will follow with full rehab as well as this project progress. It is projected to last approximately 4 to 5 weeks. Of course, this is weather permitting. We can't pour concrete. We can't do stuff when it's raining or pouring. So we are working around that, but we wanted to give you guys some updates from them.
And I think one thing to point out, like we're having to go in and make these modifications just because it goes kind of back to what we were talking about earlier, where you could go to heritagesquareweatherford.com regarding like that downtown bypass project. So people are taking side streets to avoid the traffic congestion in downtown. So that we know there's a problem. And so this is the effect of what's happening in the neighborhoods is people are avoiding the downtown area, zooming through the outside or going through the outside neighborhoods that surround the downtown area. And so now we're having to do some minor modifications to kind of slow people down because they're just trying to get around as quickly as they can. So that's one of the reasons we're doing this. Now I will tell you, and Judge Dean from the county, Parker County, made a post yesterday on his Facebook page. And if you haven't liked his page, I think it's a newer page that they're doing. Go like that. Because he gives a lot of good information. But he made a great post about a meeting that occurred yesterday with the city, the county, and TxDOT regarding some pedestrian things to keep our pedestrians safe in downtown to kind of work on in this next year or two to kind of help. So that way there's less incidences, if I can say that word, incidences with pedestrians to make it more pedestrian friendly. That's in no relation really to the downtown bypass, but some really great things that we're doing to partner with the county and TxDOT as well. So, but he made a comment about that on his Facebook page, and go check it out. So,
well, and I wanted to say, people always ask where they can learn about these projects ahead of time or have a say. And that's a part of our general plan, which I think we talked about 2 or 3 weeks ago, which we have a bunch of meetings since now's the time for us to renew that general plan. I was going to try to pull up and see when the next general plan is, but Transportation Advisory Board, January 16th is the next meeting at 5:30. So guys, that's Thursday. You guys can come out to that. So you can find all that and all of our other meetings, again, really quickly at weatherfordtx.gov, search live meetings, and it'll pull it up, all of our different meetings that are coming up. But that's a part of our general plan to see where traffic's going to grow. And as we grow in size and as we grow development-wise economically, where people are coming into town to do more business, they're going to start cutting through side streets. So we're doing what we can to help out, like Blake said.
Yeah. All right, then the animal shelter updates. So as you all know, the animal shelter has done a huge capital campaign in the last 3 to 4 years. It's just time flies. It seems like it started yesterday. And so Dustin Dill kind of oversaw that project. Of course, he works with Eric Schumar
and Ashley.
Yeah. And Ashley will know. So they're a great team over there. And right now the medical and surgical center construction is underway. Now, keep in mind, this has led to a partnership with Weatherford College. Huge shout out to Dr. Farmer for working with the city on this. He's the president for Weatherford College and been a great advocate. And so it's going to allow hands-on training for their students for their vet tech program. And so this is the facility that those students will get to work in along with our staff and our vet. So it's really awesome to see this being constructed right now.
Sweet. So Dustin sent us in these project progress updates. So basically it's our stormwater and water utility departments are doing the needed infrastructure. And then you can see the pad, at least the layout of the pads being started. So this week they're going to start the subgrading plumbing at the building pad. And then they're going to start excavating for the retaining wall at the ADA ramp and installing the needed stack walls. But we still do have fundraising efforts going on through our next project, which is Outreach and Classroom Center. This building will get a lot of use by that program, that partnership that Blake was talking about with Weatherford College students, volunteers, staff, and the public. We need $250,000 for that. So we're kind of excited to see that kick off. And then don't forget, side note, Dustin wanted to make sure we mentioned it, that if you have any old shower towels, blankets, sheets, whatever you need to get rid of, we will gladly take them at the shelter to help keep all the fur babies, whether that's the bunnies we have in. So if you check out their Facebook page, they have it listed. Dogs, cats, any animals we get in, the fabric and sheets and things are will be gladly accepted to help keep them warm.
All right, well, that's all we have for today. I believe that's the last slide. So I don't see any questions. Teresa, you're very welcome. So Heath, thanks for tuning in. Tim, hello. Debbie.
Stephen, Justin, Karen, Josie, everyone who's watching.
Thanks for joining in. So we will see you all next week, same time, 11 a.m. And next week will be, is next week a bonus week or is it?
No, next week is economic development. I don't think we have another bonus week for a little bit.
Okay, so we'll discuss economic development, and we'll be back next week. In the meantime, stay safe. If it's foggy, I'm back on the fog thing. If it's foggy tomorrow, drive slow. Be safe out there. It was kind of scary this morning. So.
Yeah, and we hope to see everyone at City Council tonight.
All right, see you all then.